the shepherd boy who became a king, forgotten by men chosen by God. He was too young to fight, too small to be king, and forgotten by his own father. But God saw what no one else could see. This is the story of David, the shepherd boy who became Israel's greatest king, and the man whose greatest victory came not on the battlefield, but on his knees, a boy hidden in the fields. In the hills of Bethlehem, while his brothers trained for war, a young shepherd named David watched over his father's sheep. Alone beneath the stars, he fought lions and bears, learned courage in secret places, and sang songs of worship to God that would one day become the Psalms. The day God chose the forgotten son. When the prophet Samuel arrived to anoint Israel's next king, 7 strong sons stood before him. But God rejected them all. Man looks at the outward appearance, but the Lord looks at the heart. Only then did Jesse remember the youngest son still working in the fields. Dusty, overlooked, and unexpected, David stepped forward. And before his astonished family, oil was poured over his head. From that day forward, the Spirit of the Lord came upon David, the giant that shook a nation. Soon Israel stood paralyzed before a giant warrior named Goliath, 9 feet tall, armored for war, mocking the armies of the living God. David refused King Saul's armor and walked forward with only a sling and 5 smooth stones. You come against me with sword and spear, but I come against you in the name of the Lord of hosts.
1 stone, 1 throw, 1 impossible victory. The giant fell, the hero who became a fugitive.
Israel celebrated David as a hero, but King Saul became consumed by jealousy and fear. David fled into the wilderness, hiding in caves and running for his life. Twice, he had the opportunity to kill Saul. Twice, he refused. I will not lift my hand against the Lord's anointed. David chose God's timing over his own ambition. A friendship stronger than a crown. During those dark years, David found a brother in Jonathan, Saul's own son. Their friendship became one of the greatest examples of loyalty and sacrifice ever recorded. Jonathan surrendered his own claim to the throne for the sake of his friend, the king of Israel. After years of waiting, David finally became king over all Israel. He brought the Ark of the Covenant to Jerusalem, dancing before the Lord with joy and abandon. Under his leadership, Israel became strong, united, and prosperous. Then God made David an eternal promise.
Your house and your kingdom will endure forever.
A promise
That pointed to a greater king still to come.
the king's greatest failure. At the height of his power, David fell. He took Bathsheba, the wife of Uriah, and arranged for Uriah's death to hide his sin. The shepherd who defeated giants was now defeated by his own heart. The prophet's 4 words. The prophet Nathan confronted David with a simple story. When David condemned the guilty man in the story, Nathan looked at him and said, "You are the man." Everything changed in that moment. David did not deny his sin. He did not make excuses. He fell to his knees and cried, "I have sinned against the Lord." The prayer that echoes through history. Out of David's brokenness came one of the greatest prayers ever written. Create in me a clean heart, O God, and renew a right spirit within me.
Psalm 51 became the cry of every repentant heart that followed a broken king who never stopped returning. David faced painful consequences, family division, rebellion, heartbreak, the loss of his beloved son, Absalom. Yet through every failure and every sorrow, David kept returning to God. Not perfect, but persistent, not sinless, but sincere, preparing the way for the next generation. In his final years, David prepared the way for Solomon to build the temple he himself would never build.
He gathered resources, gave instructions, and worshipped until the very end. The legacy of a man after God's own heart. When David died, he was remembered as a man after God's own heart. Not because he never failed,
but because he never stopped turning back to God. From shepherd fields to royal throne, from giant battles to broken prayers, from failure to redemption.
David's life became the song Israel would sing for generations. And from his family line came Jesus Christ, the true and eternal King, whose kingdom will never end.